Hi, welcome back to my kitchen. How are you doing? On today's video, I'm going to share with you how to make this very delicious party style egusi soup. This soup is so good, so you don't even want to miss even a second of the video. So please relax and watch till the very end. To make this soup, we'll need some dried fish. Okay, this is dried catfish. I'm going to add some salt and warm water and let it soak before I debone. Next, we have some assorted proteins. In Nigerian soups, we like to use different types of meat. I have stockfish, goat meat, cow leg, shaki. So just make use of any type of meat you have. Over here is our vegetable to make this soup. I have kale. Kale is very good in egusi soup. If you like, you can use spinach, but I prefer kale. If you're in Nigeria, definitely use ugu and uziza leaves. Here I'm prepping the vegetable and it is ready. I set it aside. Over here is our red bell pepper with some onion. I'm going to blend this together and also set aside. Now let's make this soup into a big pot. Add about half cup of red oil and pour in your blended egusi into the heated oil. You don't need to bleach the oil, okay? And please do not add too much oil when you're making your egusi soup, because egusi already has a lot of oil in it. And again, because I'm using the bell pepper, it's going to give this egusi soup a very nice color, so you don't need to add much oil to achieve that very red color. So here I'm introducing the blended bell pepper and the onion mixture. I already have my hot pepper blended, but if you don't, you can also blend the hot pepper together with this bell pepper and onion mixture. Mix everything and try to dissolve the lumps of egusi. Fry for about 5 to 10 minutes. Keep stirring so that it doesn't get burnt. This was after about 10 minutes of frying this egusi. I added the water that I used to rinse the blender, and I poured meat stock. Just add water according to the consistency that you desire. Some people like their egusi soup very thick and lumpy. If you like that, do not add too much water. This consistency is fine, but because I like mine a little bit light, I'm going to add in more water and stir everything together. Now we are going to cover this egusi and we are going to be stirring intermittently. We will cover to cook on medium to low heat until oil seal at the top. Okay, if you want your egusi soup to come out well, to taste very well, you have to cook it for at least 30 minutes before adding other ingredients. You have to cook until you see oil at the top. We've not even gotten to that stage at this point, but for it not to get burnt, you have to open at least every 5 to 8 minutes, stir it around, cover, and also continue cooking. At this point, I felt that it was still too thick because you still have like a long way to go, and it's already too thick for me, so I added more water and I mixed everything together. So just add water according to the consistency that you desire. And because the dried fish is not cooked at all, I added it at this point so that it can get soft. After that, cover and let it cook again. So this was after about 30 minutes of cooking this egusi. Now we are going to add all other ingredients to make this soup delicious. So over here is our ogiri called fermented castor seed. This is a very essential ingredient in egusi soup. Don't even forget to add it. I added some yellow habanero pepper, added some seasoning powder, some ground crayfish, and another secret ingredient, which is uziza seed. Guys, don't even omit uziza seed and ogiri obeyi in your egusi soup, okay? I also added some salt to taste. If you are not from Nigeria and you're wondering how you can find all these ingredients, please go to your nearest African store and ask for all these ingredients, okay? So this was after another 5 minutes of cooking and allowing all the ingredients to marinate the soup. Now I'm introducing the already cooked meat. Remember, I already cooked the meat and now they're just ready to add to the soup. So I added all the different orishirishis and I mixed everything together. Now we are going to add our vegetables, guys. So if you're in Nigeria, make sure you use ugu and oziza leaves mixed together, but because I'm abroad and I don't have access to fresh oziza or fresh ugu, I'm going to use kale. I like kale in my egusi soup because of the texture. I don't like spinach because of the slippery nature of it. I prefer spinach in soups like okra or ogbono soup, but not in egusi soup. But feel free to add whatever vegetable you prefer and add as much or as low as you want. Okay, this is what it's looking like at this point, and I kept on adding more vegetable and it kept wilting, and I kept adding until I exhausted all the vegetables that I bought. And look at this soup, guys. If you serve this soup in a party, your guests will be so happy. Okay, your guests will be so happy, and they'll forever be grateful that you invited them to that party. This is what the soup is looking like, guys. Let me know in the comment section your preferred swallow, your preferred fufu for egusi soup. For me, it is cassava fufu, which is apple. Okay, but let me know in the comment section, guys. You know that you can also use this soup to eat rice. You can use this egusi to eat rice and it is so good. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, share, and I will see you in my next one. Until then, have a nice day.